Hello viewers, Namaste and welcome. I am your host Pranav. I am at a old age home, not of people but vehicles. So right now I am at Chandranagar Palakkad and we have two special guests in our channel. So here is Mr. Rajesh Sir and his wife Ramya Mam. So Rajesh Sir is the one of the most few persons who collects vintage, classic, super vintage cars. So he is also the vice president of the Historical Cars Association of India, and he is also having a very supportive wife to restore the vehicles. So, like, automobile enthusiasts should get proud of these moments. So, let's ask more details of how he entered this field, what motivated him to enter this field. So, let's go into the interview.
Yeah, very good morning, Pranav.
Yes.
See, we started in '95.
Okay.
That was a year where we got married.
Oh.
So it was like first love, the first vintage.
Okay.
So the Morris was the first car,
Okay.
and we took almost a year to restore the car.
Okay.
And it's like, and that is, I think, the December we went to buy the car from Ooty.
Oh.
And the next December we went by car to Ooty only.
Okay.
We both went by road only.
Okay.
We drove the car. We showed the previous owner. She was so excited to see the
The new condition,
the
yeah.
new conditions, the running car.
Okay.
And after that, it was like a step by step. We started buying cars.
Oh. So, like, what motivated you to come to this field? Like, is it like humanity, like, kind of saving the cars?
See, basically, I had to give respect to my dad, who supported me entire thing, because the money, everything what he helped me on the first stage, I have to thank him. Then my family,
Okay.
my children, then my immediate friends.
Okay. So, how does your wife play a role in your life for bringing this into your passion, supporting your passion?
So that you have to ask my wife only, because she, without Ramya, my dream would not be reality. She only gave me full support,
Okay.
because
Really happy to hear.
initial stage, even sometimes we were struggling for the food, but she was supporting to buy spares for the cars. Like that, we have traveled across India, because wherever we go, we used to buy things. She says, okay, we don't have money for good hotel food, so we'll go for a normal tea shop to have a lunch or tea. We have come from the scratch. Maybe
Sacrifice your life for the.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So, ma'am, so what's your opinion about this
See,
journey?
Pranav, when I initially married him and came, I would like how he says about his father. I would say the same about my mother-in-law.
Okay.
His mother, first thing what she did was hand over a full bag of scale size models to
Okay.
me. And we had a conversation, and his father was also there. So both Amma and Appa told,
Okay.
see, the only way you can have the interest of your husband is you also start liking cars.
The cars.
I was like, oh, what big deal? Okay, fine. And then took his scale models. What one incident I will tell you is the first time, see, yeah, you have a bag of cars, you're taking care of it very well. But there was a kid which had come home visiting us in the holidays. So I took one of those vehicles and gave it for playing. That was our first fight between us,
okay.
actually. And he was like, how could you do that? That is the day I realized how important it was for him.
It's like
he
a very
couldn't part
possessive
with,
thing for
that
him.
small scale size model with a child who wanted it also, because at that point of time, it was so valuable for him.
Okay.
What will happen if it breaks and all that? It didn't strike me. That is the exact moment I realized how important it was for him.
Oh.
So from then, whenever we were like cooking in the kitchen, his amma would give me, tell this
Advices.
was his favorite car. This is what he used to do.
Okay.
Even if it was Navaratri, how he used to set the entire car model for, he has done things like this. So she would constantly be saying, my appa would also constantly be saying things.
Okay.
So that is how I was like, okay, he's so interested.
Yeah.
And then the first vehicle when we went to, like he said, the Morris, when we went to pick it up, he took me also to see, and at that point of time it was complete scrap inside the soil.
Oh.
But the previous owner, she knew she couldn't do much. She's a very old person. So she said, I'd be very happy if you can take and restore it. So he promised her at that time, I will make her, in a driving condition, and I will show it. So our prayers were, we get it ready and we are able to show her the
Yes.
vehicle. And restoring her, there were a lot of things that had gone, not in a condition where it could be worked upon. So we had to go and source these things from people. So we have traveled quite far to, actually get. Initially, just like you kids, we were also, in the sense we didn't know where to go find what. Yeah, so we went to different places. We used to go. I travel by auto only and go to those small markets, search for parts, get them, bring it back. So it took us a year. So it is not like it, initially it is an expensive proposition. If you see you want to do everything within a month and get everything ready, and then in few months you want your car ready, yes, it's going to be
Great
very
things
expensive.
take time.
You save up little by little, buy whatever you want. Slowly you add on to it. So in a happy 1 year we completed the vehicle, and for the next show we could, like he said, we could take her there.
Okay. The first show you got to present the
that
models
was that was our first show, which was Nivika in Ooty.
Ooty.
So from there, that was now we have participated in 2 big shows consecutively. Our cars have been selected for the best of the best shows, which is called 21 Gun Salute, which is held every 2 years in India. And it's an international show where you have judges coming from all over the world.
Where is it held actually?
It is held in different cities. Once it was in New Delhi. And then the last year was held in Baroda Palace. It was held in the palace itself, where the Queen Mother, the King and the Queen, and everybody was there. And the royalty that comes with the vehicle is much more. You don't realize how important part you're playing in the history of our country actually, and maybe the world also, because many vehicles have been coming from abroad. So these entire places, when you see that place, it's like you have the world in one place when this international extravaganza happens. And it's so nice, you meet like-minded people who are also in this. You have the royals, all the Maharajas who own these vehicles. You have commoners, like all of us. Basically, we are all commoners. Now there's no you don't call, we don't have that kind of a thing. But still
that
the legacy they have carried, the same emotion is what they have for their vehicles. That is the same emotion we have for our vehicles. So we are all connected with
by
that. So the passion for the vehicles is what connects everybody and makes us one. And we will also be speaking as passionately about our vehicle as the Maharaja of Dongle or anywhere. They would also be speaking very passionately about their vehicle. And our vehicles have also been awarded, the crowd's favorite and Maharaja's favorite car awards. Also we've received in our first year, where our car was one of the only ones from Kerala, which was, and one of the 2-3 cars which were from South India, I should say, which made it to the north. So it is a very prestigious thing in the end. It's like your baby is participating in a contest. So after you reach that, it's not about winning awards. It's about, seeing so many cars which we would never get to see in our daily lives. Any other vehicle you can go out, you can see the new generation vehicle. Many people would know about it. Here
and there are the brochures also.
Yes, you can just flip a page or, and understand things. There are so many things which you can look and Google and get and all. But when you actually meet a person who owns a particular car, at an emotional level you connect with them. The way they give you, how they built up, how tirelessly they worked, from where they've got their stuff. So that is a very interesting thing. So
I used to have a craving, I wish that I was able to see the Maharajas during the earlier period, but now it's not possible though. But their emotions are being protected in these vehicles though. So at least that is enough to show their legacy actually. So this vehicle actually, they'll be telling more about this vehicle. This is actually the Chevrolet
Master Deluxe.
Chevrolet's Master Deluxe. And sir, what is the most unique thing about this?
1939 Chevrolet Master Deluxe, and she's one of the first taxi in South India.
So that yellowish shade is there.
Not only that, yellow. My second daughter selected this color. She was, that time there was a color for taxis. It was, those days there's no yellow board or white board, something like that. It is like any one person can send a taxi. It's like that. I'm talking about 30s, 40s during that time, before independence.
That's really great. He is the person who witnessed the independence period.
Exactly. So after independence, our first Prime Minister Nehruji, and that time this entire area was Chennai, Madras state. So that time the Chief Minister was Kamaraj. So Nehruji and Kamaraj Sir was visiting Aliyar Dam.
Oh.
So they travel
Coimbatore.
Pollachi.
Pollachi.
They traveled on this car.
Oh, Nehru.
Nehruji
Oh,
and
that's so great. Like the first Prime Minister of India has actually traveled in this vehicle and we are able to witness it.
and from there, from Pollachi to Malambula. That time Malambula was under the construction.
Okay.
Malambula Dam.
Malamada Dam.
So they came on that vehicle to Palakkad.
Oh, okay.
That's got a history on that.
And there is some history. We might think it's very weird, it's very bizarre, it's very crazy, but something to this contestant to has to tell something about Rajesh Sir too. So let's ask him, even his wife too, like how this played an important role in his life.
So this was his first car. His dad had gifted him like when he was in college. So that was his first vehicle, I should say, a four-wheeler. And it was like we all call his. Even now, she's called his girlfriend. Every car has a name here,
Okay.
and this one is called his girlfriend. So that's
Okay.
what we call her even today. And he has been driving, having all his fun trips, everything like even before my marriage and all in this vehicle.
Okay.
He came to see me, see the bride, that
Oh.
is me, in this vehicle.
That's really very
So
nice.
for the engagement, he took me out in this
Oh,
vehicle.
okay.
Then for the marriage also, like he brought me here back in this vehicle.
Okay.
I dropped me for the hospital for the delivery of our first daughter in this vehicle.
That
Brought her
itself-
home also in this vehicle. So,
that
you
time
know,
itself, your kids would have been getting interested towards
so
you.
everybody knows that she is very special. Though we also hold an equally important space in his heart. So she was part of all our good memories, and even today she still is.
Okay.
So, and his father wanted to sell her off to buy a sumo.
98.
Yeah.
98.
Around that time Sumo had launched, and
Oh,
so
yes.
he wanted to sell it. So he didn't inform him the previous day that he was selling. So
Oh.
early morning he got up little late that day. By then the new buyers had come to
Okay.
take the delivery of the car, and they started the vehicle. The first few times it was refusing to start. And then when he came and started the vehicle, it started, and that's how the vehicle left her home from to the new owners.
Oh,
She came back to him after a few years,
okay.
when he found her right in front of our
That's more
house.
interesting, actually.
Yeah, so he was standing near the gate, and people were pushing a vehicle and going, and that's when he also gave a push when the vehicle stopped in
Okay.
front of the house. So when he pushed, it again started and it moved. And as he was pushing the vehicle, he was asking them where is she headed and all that. And they said she's going to the scrap yard to be
Oh.
completely scrapped off. And he was then he saw the number of the registration. He was like so heartbroken that this is happening. Whole night he never slept. He was very sure that he wanted to go.
That's very emotional. Feel like my car is going to get scrapped
Yeah.
by someone else.
It was like, how they were going to make her lifeless. That was
Yes.
what upset him. So he said, somehow, by hook or crook, I have to go bring her. There was no way, so whatever little money he could get, he just took and he just disappeared early in the morning. And in few hours, with all his friends helped him out. And there is an age of no cell phones, no credit cards, nothing. So, it is a debit card, whatever, nothing. He was not having any of those things at that point of time. So he made a few calls, and his friends called other friends. And that's how they kind of got money to get her. By then she was, completely cut into pieces.
Oh,
He got another donor vehicle.
Contessa, the
yeah,
same
Contessa, the same spec, to get her ready, and that's how she got ready. And again, she's back roaring on the street. She's a weekly once. He definitely takes her out for a spin. There's no two ways about it. He loves her a lot.
So it's like saying that for those people who says like cars are just for transportation, this is like that cars do have emotions, cars do have lives, and cars do talk to us if we do love them.
Yes, definitely.
We have to take care of them just like how we take care of our family members.
200%.
So not only this, you have the collection of the scale model cars.
Yes, we have a scale model car which we can.
So we'll also be checking out the scale model cars in the next part. So we have came to the scale model collection, and literally I am filled with emotions. I can't express it. And see how beautifully these all are arranged. Oh my God, that's just exciting. There are a lot of classic, vintage, even the modern cars too. Few are there. All the scale model, the 1:64, the 1:8, everything is over here. So let's ask again the more details about it to Rajesh sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
This is actually my first, I won't say toy, my first passion started with a wooden toy, which I used to sit on that, and my brother or somebody was pulling that. That was my first, when I was 6 months old, my grandfather bought this to me.
Okay.
Then that was the, what to say, the Pilliyar Shudi.
Start.
Start.
So
Stepping stone towards the
Yes,
automobile
and
world.
now I'm having around 1,196 right now.
Okay, collections of all these
scale models,
Yes.
different scale models. Ratio from there is a 1:1
Okay.
and 1:8,
Hmm.
then 1:18 onwards.
Okay. So it's very unique to see that there are scale models of the vintage classic cars too. So you can see these, the below ones are actually the tin models.
10 models exactly.
And it's quite expensive.
Nowadays it's very expensive. Those days it was a common thing. Now it's not available, so it's very, very expensive.
It's becoming more unique
Absolutely.
because we are having more die-cast metals. So
Yes, it's all made handmade.
Handmade.
You can't, it's not a die, it's a handmade.
nowadays we are having more
Yeah,
machine
everything
made.
is machine made. Yeah.
Machine made. So these all are handmade.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's actually really exciting to watch too. And what are you are having any future plans? For
Yeah, actually now I'm planning for the locomotive actual working kind of things.
Oh,
These are the
yes.
models which come, some of the models. I'm having around some 15 complete set of trains.
Oh.
So one room, you need a one room, 200 square feet room to work on it. So rails, everything is works in current.
It's like a miniature model of the.
It's a miniature, you have to make mountain, all those things.
Okay.
So that project is going on. It's a 2 years project.
Okay.
So some of them are kept here.
Okay.
Some of the are older models. There's also scale models there.
Okay.
It's like different names.
Okay. So like, how do you get these, or do you order online?
It's well, basically a lot of people would have collected and don't want to use it. They'll post in the Facebook or OLX.
Okay.
And wherever out in UK, there's a Sunday market.
Oh.
So where they will sell it in the street.
Oh.
Where there's a market where they bring their unwanted things to sell.
Oh.
So
Which they have not been using for a while, or
Ah.
if somebody might be interested, or they're shifting homes or something, they may not be able to carry it.
So we have people there, so we will ask them to send a photograph.
Okay.
Okay, these are things available. What do you want? So I say I have to pick that because it's only £5, £10 only.
Okay.
So if it is calculated in shelf market, it is 10 to 20 times more. But if you're getting from the street market, it's cheap.
Okay. So I'm really glad to have you in our channel. And also, if you are an enthusiast and you do want a classic car and you do have a classic car which has to be restored, then please do come to our dear sir, and you can request him to restore it into a new, giving it a second life, and he would be really happy to serve you too. So I'll be giving the contact number below so that you can come and ask him the rate and how do you want the vehicle to be. From scratch you will be
From scrap.
From scrap to life.
Yes, giving the second life to all the old age vehicles. So this is all about the details about the classic vintage cars and his passion for automobiles. So thank you, ma'am, sir.
Yeah,
for
one more
having-
thing about the conclusion part, I would like to say that I want to name the new generation. New generation car doesn't have maximum
Yes.
15 years, maximum.
Yes,
That's the way they are built.
yes,
But old cars, it is 100 years, 100 plus years.
yes.
That's-
Here is there one. Which
Yeah,
is
so almost she's 96 years old.
96. After
She's
4
still
more
running.
years, we'll
But
keep
new
this
generation cars, they change the technology faster.
Yes.
So I see electronic. These are not electronics.
Yes.
These are electric.
Electric.
So that's the difference between.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
small-
lifespan is more. These cars live through generations,
Yes.
not just for one. They don't serve just
Yes.
one generation. Many generations they serve.
Yeah.
And we can, and they are in such a way that each thing can be restored and brought back to their, how they were meant to be. They have survived in most the toughest of times. Meaning when there were no roads,
Yes.
there were no,
They were more
infrastructure was
capable to
hardly
go-
developed.
yes.
So they are developed in those
They're
times.
more reliable than the
Yes.
21st century cars.
Yes, they are.
And more safer too, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no seat belt, nothing. So
Yes.
the car is still have a protection.
Protection.
Because the bonnet itself around 6 feet long.
Reduce the impact of the
Yeah,
accident.
exactly.
So thank you once again,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav, and Hari. All the best to you too.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to have young kids come here and share few moments with us and try to understand what goes into it. He always says that we should encourage budding talent, because there is a lot of space for you people to come and work on them. And yes, our only one take back to even for us and for you all also, that it's not great to just restore a car and keep it. It is how you take them and maintain them forward. With you also have to develop your team of workers to work on it and take them forward.
Thank you.
So we are winding up the video. So once again, cars are not just a mode of transportation; it's actually a family member too for many of the people. So here I am signing out. Please do like the video if you did like, and please do subscribe our channel, and do put your valuable comments, and do share with your automobile enthusiast friends and family members too. So it's me Pranav signing out.